Okay. Mr. McIntyre.
I have just one set of questions, and that is there obviously is going to have to be some major improvements made at the crossing at Annie Glidden and Dresser, and at the crossing of First Street and Dresser. Then I assume there's going to have to be a signal somewhere there, and I'm trying to avoid hidden surprise cost. So what will that cost, and who's paying for it? Because if the school is going to be opening in a couple of years, then we got to move pretty quick. Hopefully this would qualify for T21 or whatever new name that program has evolved to. But that's a lengthy process, and that's two expensive major improvements. And again, I'd like to know what it's going to cost and who's paying for it. Thank you.
Those are good questions, and I believe those issues have been discussed. It might not. Could someone address those for McIntyre? Because again, the meetings I've sat in on, Mr. McIntyre, these were concerns that were shared by the public as well as what we've heard from you tonight.
Annie Glidden and Dresser will have a temporary signal installed probably within a year after the schools open, just to see how traffic flows before we put up a temporary signal. By temporary, I mean it would be wood poles and overhead span wires holding the signal heads. We would look at development impacts in that intersection of Annie Glidden and Dresser over the next several years, maybe up to a decade, I'm guessing. And I'm thinking there's going to be some changes that would modify the intersection substantially with that development. So I didn't want to enforce placing what is today a two-lane road westbound meeting a four-lane with a permanent signal that intersection could change in its geometry. Now, as far as North First Street at Dresser, it presently has a signal. There is some thoughts through my engineering office of some work that the city will do as to street maintenance in the next couple of years on First Street near the intersection to make for better road ride, but also improve the turn bay length for storage of turn in that location. We're looking at maybe doing a three-lane cross section starting somewhere south of Ridge Drive as one goes northbound on North First Street. So you're going to have your turns, your center lane for turning movements that would isolate the traffic then for north and southbound from the turning movements, and you'll then have a larger store lane developed at northbound First Street.
Thank you. Any other questions?